Do you think the risk is worth the reward? The thing that makes the most money in real estate is definitely short-term leasing, but along with that comes into an added cost that a lot of people don't seem to factor in. When you do short-term leasing, it's a very expensive thing to go through. It's probably the largest margin that you can get on your dollar, but at the same time, it requires the most amount of work. Every time somebody comes in, you have to reset that apartment, which costs a lot of money. You have to have people come in and clean it and make sure everything's organized. They have to have the turn down service to make sure all the linens and the laundry is taken care of, that all the dishes are clean, put away and organized. The place has to look spotless and ready to go for each new tenant you get. I'm closely connected with a corporate leasing company here in Chicago, and I noticed one very big thing about them is they are seasonal. You need to be aware of the seasonal pricing. That way you can fluctuate your pricing throughout the year and do your numbers properly. Don't just study the market for when it's hot. You have to study the market for when it's down as well, which brings me to another point. You have to do your numbers not only for Airbnb prices or short-term leasing prices, but you also need to do your numbers based on year-long rents. If worse comes to worse and the rules change where you live, you need to be able to rent this out for a year, and you need to be able to cover the bills. If you're running your numbers just off of fix and flip and rent it out or Airbnb arbitrage or whatever way that you're doing it, you could end up hurting yourself in the long run and be stuck with a property that you now can't make any money on if the rules change in your area. You're talking about these short-term leasings. They're a great way to make a lot of money, but they are a lot of work. Let me know in the comments.